Here are 5 ideas for songwriting inspiration that always work. Have you ever been stuck for an idea? You want to write, but you don't know what to write about? You finally get everyone cleared out of your space and you're free to do whatever you want. You sit down and you've got nothing. This video is for you. Hi, I'm Trevor Dimoff and I transform musicians into songwriters at epicsongwriting.com. That first little spark, where does it come from? What am I going to write about? You might be halfway through a song and you need a break, so you shelve that one and you want to start something else. You might be waiting for inspiration. When is it going to happen? When am I going to get that song idea that's going to write me that song? Here's how to make it happen for yourself. The process is called brainstorming. Instead of trying to start at the first line and write the first line and then the second line and go all the way through your song, start with bits and pieces. So you need something to focus on and you just write ideas. Brainstorming. It's a simple concept, but sometimes it's really tough to do and keep yourself on track. If you haven't tried brainstorming before, check a link below in the description. There's another lesson that gives you all the finer points. Now, the brainstorming process needs a little germ of an idea. Here are 5 ideas that will inspire your songwriting. They always work. I know this because most songs are about these ideas. The first idea is human relationships. How do people get along or not get along? Love songs, hate songs, love turns into hate songs, good love, bad love, friend love. Love is just one of the ideas. There's many other ways you can talk about human relationships. You can come up with a situation and how people are interacting and build from that. Talk about the stages of love. You could have an attraction song or a courting song, a romance song, a get old together song. You can put all of those ideas together, starting with attraction and ending with growing old together. So human relationships is a great source of songwriting inspiration. Number 2, emotions. Think of an emotion. And what can you say about that? What kind of situation would that happen in? Or what does it feel like? Start from there. Just get the ideas moving and you'll be surprised what you can come up with brainstorming. Just remember not to edit. Just keep writing. So pick an emotion and write about that. Pick an emotional situation. What's a situation with conflict or with a highly charged emotional connotations? What else could be going on around that situation? Come up with an emotional journey, a tension between 2 emotional states. Love and hate, or good love and bad love, and what's the journey between them? How are they connected? What's the friction where they sort of fit but they don't? That's where the story happens, in between 2 emotional states. Human relationships, emotions. Number 3, images. You can start with an image, something you've seen online or from a book or somewhere else, something with a often emotional situation or human relationship, but start with an image and write what you see. Build a story around that. What happened before that photo or painting was taken? What happened afterwards? Connect it all through time. So you've got a slice in time with a picture or a photo. What happened around that? If you have a song title, plug that into Google Images and do a search. See what comes up and pick a couple images that have something going on that you can write about. Describe it. What's going on in the image? What do you see? What's around the image or before it or after it? What are the emotions of the human relationships? Number 4, create a character. What would that person be like? This could be you. It could be someone else entirely. If you want to write about political beliefs that you don't have or to be sarcastic about it, you can create a character and use them as your spokesperson. You can create a character. Who would you like to be? Who's your ideal you? You could pick a character, someone that you see, a homeless person, someone that you see on the street, and create a character around them. So some kind of germ of an idea, some kind of little spark, and build from that. So create a character. Put them in a situation. Describe their physical appearance, their attitudes, their beliefs, their actions. What do they do? Build a story around that. Number 5, song titles and song lyrics. So come up with brainstorm a list of song titles that you know, song titles that have cool ideas in them and really interesting lyrics. It could be a phrase, it could be a whole line. Just sit and write them down as they occur to you. And then play the mix and match game. Grab a piece of this one and a piece of that one and put them together. See what you come up with. So you're not stealing the idea, you're not stealing the words, you're using the ideas from the words. Or you're not stealing a whole title, but you're picking a word from it and a word from another title and putting them together. So what's the friction in between those words? There's an idea in one song, an idea in another. What if you borrowed them and put them in your own song? How can you take these ideas? It's not plagiarism because you're filtering them through your experience as a songwriter and as a person. So you take the ideas from other sources. It could be music and lyrics is an easy one, but it could be ideas from books or ideas from the news. Take ideas from other places and put them together, see what you get. I love the mix and match method. You can come up with little bits and pieces of cool lyrics and see what you can create with those same ideas. The other is the answer method. So first, I've got my list of titles. I can mix and match them, or I can answer them. So I've got a really cool line from a songwriter that I love. What would the next line be? Use that as your inspiration to build a song. You don't use that line in your song. It's just a starting point. It's an inspiration point for you. So here are the 5 ideas once again. Human relationships. So how do people connect with each other? Emotions. What do we feel? You want to trigger emotions in other people, so start with emotions in you. What are the tensions between 2 kinds of emotions? Use images, either as a starting point or Google images as a search from a title that you've just, or a subject or title you've just come up with. Build a character and write around them, or use song titles and song lyrics from other songs. Mix and match them, or extend them. Take the next step beyond those. Now here's a bonus tip. Keep all of these ideas. Keep them in a book. Keep them in a folder. Write a list of cool song titles that you come up with. So the next time you're looking for songwriting inspiration, you've already done the legwork and there's ideas waiting for you from your own notebooks. I'm Trevor Dimoff and I transform musicians into songwriters at epicsongwriting.com. If you want to learn more about anything I talked about in this video, click the link below in the description and I'll help you out.